We as projections. Any realm above 3D is connected with all lower realms as well as with higher ones, over fundamental or trinicore principles. Considering 3D, there is no way that other realms can represent themselves in our reality but within 3D, which means it appears in some sort of different projections. These projections in lower realm get understood as other dimensions in projected reality content. We exist in different realms by different frequency spans and consequent laws. However, all of these are based on the fundamental trinicore principles, and we can freely state that everywhere we are we, but not the same. When we consider holographic concept, the difference is only in proportional size and sharpness, clarity of images. It does not mean that in other realms, resulting appearances are only mentioned once. Examples of such modalities come over imagination, presented in ancient stories, legends, fairy tales, till today's computing technology, science fiction and dystopian movies. Let's take an example of a fairy tale where certain spells were casted out on a prince, transforming him into a frog. One day, grieving princess, who knew mentioned prince from childhood, his voice, manners, secrets, etc., walking along the lake shore and thinking of her lost prince, her dear friend and future husband faced a frog standing on a prominent stone. For some reason, she stopped in front of the frog, intuitively feeling very familiar with it, although her logic was not able to support it. Suddenly, Frog addressed her by her name and title in her language. Astonished, she regained her lost composure and took part in the conversation. After a long and exhausting explanation, she realized it was really him. But in the same time, it was not him, because in this realm he was projected in the form of a frog, but fortunately with his originally recognizable voice, not by original pitch, but its composure. This fairy tale can give a glimpse of idea how something can be the same and at the same time very different. If someone thinks that mentioned example is not proper one for our reality, try to find which fairy tale really is. There are possibilities of accidental burst into other realms. On certain levels of properly trained human development, such abilities become natural to ascended ones. Still, there is need for learning, understanding, and adaptation to many aspects of another reality which appears obviously unreal from our ordinary viewpoint. Maybe this can be tempting, challenging, inspiring, or frightening, but there is no need being in a hurry to reach some powers. In this realm, majority still do not understand how to use all of our ordinary abilities in proper way. For many people, it is very confusing how to orient themselves properly. Well, there is a choice based on free will to decide where to incline. Liking it or not, it brings responsibility. Any side chosen will have challenges, temptations, obstacles, and difficulties, but one must keep in mind aspects beyond logic where there is pure faith and a vision of future life regarding everything and everyone else. Awareness of the trinicore principles developing in tetrarchy and further on starts making difference in attitude towards responsibility of a choice undertaken. Sometimes it comes easy to step on some path, but might be unbelievably difficult to step down. Something possibly pleasant and overwhelmingly sweet in the beginning can become unbearably bitter over time. Fishes are crazy about lure, and for them it becomes temptation beyond resistance. Eventually, fish is enough stupid to take a bait and sacrifice unwillingly and in waste its own life, just being greedy and ignorant of consequences. So, sugar daddy lures into shady. One should carefully keep it in mind.